Ford gave us a fresh Explorer back in 2020. And for the last few years, the automaker has added some fresh trims, top-level luxury models, and continues to offer 3 different powertrain options. If you're in the market for an Explorer, we've got 8 trims to explore. But I'm here to help walk you through them and we can figure out which one is the right one for you. First up, we have the 2023 Ford Explorer Base. Pretty appropriately named, but it does feature some decent features as the entry point to the Explorer family. Under the hood, the sole powertrain option is the 2.3-liter 4-cylinder EcoBoost engine. But that's not bad really, since this one makes 300 horsepower. It's paired with a 10-speed automatic gearbox and comes standard with rear-wheel drive, though all-wheel drive is available as an option. Inside the cabin, you have cloth seats with an 8-way power adjustable driver's seat. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are accessed via the 8-inch touchscreen, and the sound system is a 6-speaker unit. A 3-zone climate control system comes standard as well. As for safety tech, Ford outfits the Explorer Base with lane keep assist, rear parking sensors, and the Ford Copilot 360 safety system. The headlights and taillights are LED, with the fronts getting auto, low, and high beams, and out back the liftgate is powered. It's a fairly well-spec'd machine as far as base models go, and the starting price is $38,355. Next is the Explorer XLT, and here we instantly get quite a few upgrades over the base model. In the cabin, the driver's seat is now 10-way power adjustable, the passenger seat gets power adjustability, and both seats are heated. The second row switches from a bench to captain's chairs, and the seating material is a bit nicer. You get the same base stereo, but you can upgrade to a 14-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system if you prefer. On the outside, you get color-matched door handles, nicer trim pieces, roof rails, and then LED fog lamps. While both this and the base come standard with 18-inch aluminum wheels, here on the XLT you can upgrade to 20s if you prefer. As for power, it's the same EcoBoost 4-cylinder and rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive as the base model, and the starting price of the Explorer XLT is $40,165. Next up is the Explorer ST line. Now don't confuse this with the Explorer ST, as that one is a bit of a hot rod. This gets the look of the ST but retains the smaller 300 horsepower EcoBoost engine. So the exterior styling looks pretty great, and now you have 20-inch wheels as standard. In the cabin, the base stereo is upgraded to a 12-speaker Bang & Olufsen system, a wireless charging pad is standard, the steering wheel is heated, and there's multicolor ambient lighting as well. It's nearly an ST experience for less money and with less punch under the hood. The 2023 Explorer ST line starts at $47,600. Here, we've arrived at the 2023 Explorer Limited. This is the first model where you can opt for a different powertrain if you prefer. The 4-cylinder EcoBoost is the standard choice, but there's a hybrid powertrain offered as well. Power is provided by a 3.3-liter V6 that pairs with an electric motor to deliver 318 horsepower. Fuel economy in the city jumps up, but the 4-cylinder EcoBoost is actually more efficient out on the highway. Style and comfort-wise, with the Limited, you get a nicer leather-trimmed cabin space. The wipers are now rain-sensing, you'll find some chrome trim on the outside, and 20-inch wheels are standard here as well. The starting price of an Explorer Limited with the 4-cylinder engine and rear-wheel drive is $48,665. It's quite an expensive jump to go with the hybrid powertrain because you're automatically upgraded to the 300A options package, which adds over $5,000 to the price. That means you're now starting at $54,600. And if you want an Explorer hybrid with all-wheel drive, you're at $57,245 to start. Moving on, we arrive at the Explorer Timberline. This is a model aimed at the off-road enthusiast, as it wears a few upgrades geared toward a better time off the beaten path. You get the suspension from the Police Model Explorer, all-terrain tires on 18-inch wheels, a Torsen limited slip rear differential, and some underbody skid plate protection. It seems like a fun version of the Explorer, and it is, even if it's only offered with the 4-cylinder engine. Additionally, this one is all-wheel drive only. The starting price of the 2023 Explorer Timberline is $50,575. Next up is a power jump because we've landed at the real deal Explorer ST. Under the hood, you have a twin turbocharged 3-liter V6 engine, and it's good for 400 horsepower. The suspension is tuned for more engaging driving dynamics, and you can opt for rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive once again. In the cabin, the leather trim seats get perforated suede-like inserts. You'll find paddle shifters to control the action from the engine. The wireless charger switches back to an optional extra though, unfortunately. Outside there's Explorer lettering on the nose, and the 20-inch wheels are machined aluminum. This one is the most entertaining of the bunch, and it cost a pretty penny for that fun. The 2023 Ford Explorer ST starts at $51,600. We're reaching into the more luxurious models now as we have just 2 trims left. First up is the Explorer Platinum. The cabin gets leather seats with tri-diamond perforated inserts. Wireless charging is once again standard. The front scuff plates are illuminated, and the second row of seats are heated while the first row adds in ventilation. The base powertrain on this model is the hybrid, but you can option up to the 3-liter EcoBoost if you prefer. The starting price of the 2023 Explorer Platinum is $55,415. Finally, we have the 2023 Explorer King Ranch. Essentially, Ford has taken its Del Rio leather interior that you'd find in the F-150 King Ranch and applied it here on the Explorer. If you love living in a broken-in cowboy boot, this is the model for you. With the King Ranch, the sole powertrain is the 3-liter EcoBoost and a choice between rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. And I find it odd that even on the most expensive trim, Ford still doesn't include the nicer 10.1-inch center screen as standard, nor does it include the nicer 14-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system. Those are both part of an extra technology package, even here. Seems pretty crazy since the King Ranch starts at $55,670. Regardless of that, which one should you buy? It would be easy for me to say get the ST since it has 400 horsepower on tap, but I have to be more realistic and say the Limited is pretty great, and you won't need to select a ton of options thanks to a great roster of standard features. You get a 300 horsepower engine. You can opt for the towing package that lets you tow up to 5,300 pounds. If you really need that nicer touchscreen, it is available as an option along with that 14-speaker sound system, but this model does come standard with the 12-speaker Bang & Olufsen system already. If you spec it with that towing package and go with the all-wheel drive model, you're at $51,210. That's a lot of money, but the Explorer does have a usable third row, 300 horsepower is pretty good, and you can safely tow some toys. And if you don't get the all-wheel drive model, you can actually stay just under 50 grand, which is even better.